talk, all the hype, now the fight. Round 1 scheduled for 10. I wonder if the knockout streak will continue here. Tyson's been able to do it throughout his whole career. Knockout man after man, they line up in front of him.
He wastes no time. He goes right out of that corner with one thing in mind. Get rid of that guy.
Lennox Lewis blocks that punch. You know, there was a lot of talk in the lead up to this fight from his opponent saying, hey, I can punch too.
Yeah, hey, look, I'm going to use baseball as an analogy. You have a power pitcher who can throw it 100 miles an hour, but you have another guy who can throw it 100 miles an hour, but he can also throw a curve. He can also hit the corners. He can also throw a changeup. Tyson can do so many more things than his opponent.
Lewis is right in the way of that hook to the head. Oh, that had to hurt. And now he scores with that left. Wow! And he is down. He is down for the first time tonight. One, two, three, four, five. Lennox Lewis showing that championship heart, rising up after being knocked down. Huge uppercut by Tyson. He's committed to that left hand and it's working. Oh, and there you go. Well, we know he survived earlier, but now he goes down for a second time. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Lewis is back up on his feet. What will he look like in the next few moments of this fight? That's the big question. You see him timing that double jab to the head. See him trying to cut down that tree with a well-placed right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Big shot there. From absolutely out of nowhere to now on top of the world. He just floored him with that punch.
Short one, maybe 6 inches.
One, two, three, four, five, six. That's it. The fight is over. We'll be joined by Teddy Atlas in moments. We welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for a much-anticipated main event. 10 rounds in the heavyweight division. 10 rounds slated in the books tonight. Here's the first. The excitement in the air is palpable, and the fans have good reason to be. Tyson's won every single one of his fights by knockout.
Yeah, and I think the anticipation in the air.
Big shot. Oh, right off the bat, he goes down. Round number 1, and he's on the floor.
Came out a little careless, and he paid a price.
One, two, three, four, five. The Big Bear rising up. Sonny Liston beating the count after that knockdown. Body shot, left hand. Tyson's combination punching is just perfect there. 3 punches landing. Big shot he just scored with. Oh, and he goes down again. The question is, can he rise up and continue on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sonny Liston's getting back up to his feet after being knocked down. And that's what fighters do. Pulls the trigger right away after taking one. Teddy, what's the worst case scenario for a power puncher facing a guy who, you know, he knows his opponent doesn't have much stamina. He knows that he's not going to be going after it late.
Well, that could be a real trap. You get a little overanxious.
Did you see that? Can you believe that? What a huge punch. You couldn't have seen that one coming.
And those are the ones you usually don't prepare for. You prepare for the ones that are more sophisticated, the ones that are a little tighter in the gym. You don't have training for these.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Liston's going to keep taking this test, rising up after being knocked down. Oh! How is this going to go on? Once again, he hits the deck.
Well, he's getting practice at it, so he might figure it out.
The ref is stopping this fight. Mike Tyson's dream. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we welcome you to the famed New York Arena here in Midtown Manhattan for tonight's main event. 10 rounds. Well, they are underway, scheduled for 10 rounds tonight between these two. Mike Tyson's a real treat for these fans, a pure knockout artist. Every single fight of his career has ended with his hand raised and his opponent down and out.
Now, every one of his fights is like a fire drill. I mean, the bell goes off, and bang, he's rushing to that fire, or to start the fire.
Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Oh, what an uppercut. Vladimir Klitschko's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Vladimir Klitschko's a smart fighter, and in doing so, the smart thing to do for him would be to utilize his jab. He's got a good one.
Yeah, and he's confident with it. See, it's one thing having a good one. You know how many people out there are good at certain things, but they don't have the confidence, they don't know it. He knows that he's good with it. That's the key.
Halfway through round number one. Mike Tyson, short in stature, wants to get to the inside, but tonight, fighting against an opponent that likes to stay on the outside and utilize that jab and move.
But he's been prepared for that. Tyson has understood since he was an amateur that he's going to fight guys that are going to want to stay on the outside. Not only because he's short, but because he's a guy who can bang. And when you can bang, guys want to stay away. Tyson knows what he has to do to get in close.
That's a solid right hand by Mike Tyson. Vladimir Klitschko with those big arms of his. I mean, he blocks a punch. He really defends it well like a shield. Vladimir Klitschko's on the wrong end of a destructive uppercut. Mike Tyson's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Vladimir Klitschko's got to wake up to the fact that he just lost that last round. And the reason he did was because he wasn't efficient. He wasn't accurate. Yeah, he was throwing punches. He wasn't landing them.
No, he's throwing them from too far away. They're too wide. He needs to shorten them up, get into better range, and use that jab as a finder.
That is a classic Tyson uppercut. See, that's what you want from his left hand. That's exactly what it should be doing, that left hand by Vladimir Klitschko. Blocks the headshot.
Move your head. Come on, man. Move your head.
You can tell he's just looking to survive. Vladimir Klitschko's holding his opponent right now, just hugging him.
Yeah, he's doing what he has to do. Look, they work on this in the gym, Joe. We look at all the things where you work on the pads, you work on the heavy bag, putting punches together, but you work on this, on moments when you're in trouble and when you have to survive.
So the game plan for Vladimir Klitschko doesn't change much. Another good, solid shot to the head.
And the game plan, you're right, is consistent. Set up by that jab once again.
Iron Mike with a big uppercut. Scored well with that right hand to the body. Scores up top with a left. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of them. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
Tyson's showing you that sublime skill right now with that two-punch combo. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Come on, it's fun. And and this round comes to an end. Now that he's back in the corner and we get a close-up look, Vladimir Klitschko's cut even looks worse.
And it's up to the fighter now, Joe, for his attitude not to change. You know, we can look at it and we can say, wow, that cut looks worse. The fans can look at it and say that. But the fighter must be steady, the same attitude, as though he doesn't have it.
Oh, and there he lands the right hand well. Vladimir Klitschko's not looking so solid on his feet, and he's clinching. That's a smart veteran move. Give yourself a break. Solid. Big headshot puts him down. Moments ago, you were probably questioning whether or not Vladimir would continue. But yes, here is Klitschko beating the count. He committed to the jab, and then he brought home the bacon with the uppercut. Well done. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. And for the second time tonight, he goes down. It's over. Fight is over. Vladimir Klitschko's unable to continue. This fight is over. Knockout. Oh, that's a big win. That's a big win that's going to get everybody in the division's attention. Mike Tyson's power ends this early.
You see results.
Championship pay-per-view action alongside my partner Teddy Atlas. I'm Joe Tessitore, so glad you're with us as we welcome you to Vegas, where they do it bigger and better than any other city when it comes to the big-time fights. First round underway in this scheduled 10-rounder. Tyson's feeling pressure, and he has to be feeling the pressure because all the talk all week has been about the knockout streak. He's won every fight by knockout.
Well, there's been a little other talk, too. They've been talking about how the national anthem is usually longer than his fights.
Oh, that uppercut got him badly. What a big shot. What a right hand that was that floored him. Somehow, some way, he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid this opponent like the Black Plague.
Come on, stay away from those. Come on, man.
Good left there. Fans have certain expectations when they come to a Mike Tyson fight. They don't mind if it ends in 20 seconds. Do you expect it to be a quick one tonight?
Tyson expects it to, and that's more important than what I expect.
Big left hand. He got rocked. He just got, and banging away he goes. Once again he goes down. Can he survive this? He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
Solid left hand to the head. Now hugging on the inside. Well, Tyson sees this just about every time he steps into the ring. He's up against the taller man here.
Yeah, but he also understands that once he's done...
There it is! Late goings here of this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it? One, two, three, four, five. And it's over. This fight is over. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside my partner Teddy Atlas, and we welcome They're scheduled to spend a half an hour swapping leather. This is a 10-rounder.
Stay away from those.
Everyone knows what can take place with this guy. Tyson's knocked out every opponent he's faced. Will the streak continue tonight?
But what his opponent wants to know is what's important. What happens when he comes out and he can't hit me? How's he going to act then?
Solid hook. Flush right hand to the body. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Good shot. What a nice uppercut. Stewart's down.
That's the danger of that punch. It comes from below where you can get your legs under it, and you don't see it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Look at that. And he goes down again. Will he get up from this?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's over. The fight is over. Mike Tyson's done it. How about that? A first-round knockout victory.
Knockouts. Your winner.